Marked by the meeting between Joe Biden and Xi Jinping, the G20 summit underlines the agony of dialogue between rival great powers, especially that Russia is continuing its special military operation in Ukraine. U.S. President Joe Biden held a 3-hour discussion with Chinese President Xi Jinping. The meeting resulted in diverse decisions pertaining to global issues, and both countries expressed their readiness to continue candid and open dialogue to put the bilateral relations on track. Biden, during a press conference, stressed on the need to keep channels of communication open with North Korea, similarly reassuring that the U.S. policy on Taiwan hasn't changed.
It's difficult to say that I am certain that China can control North Korea, number one. Number two, I made it clear to President Xi Jinping that I thought they had an obligation to attempt to make it clear to North Korea that they should not engage in long-range nuclear tests.
I'm ready to have a candid and in-depth exchange of views with Mr. President on issues of strategic importance in China-US relations and on major global and regional issues at our meeting today.
Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese is set to hold a meeting with Chinese President Xi Jinping. Albanese previously affirmed that the discussion with the Chinese Premier in the ASEAN summit in Cambodia seemed to have constructive and positive results.
It was constructive, it was positive, and I think it's a good thing that it happened. I've said repeatedly about the relationship with China that we should cooperate where we can, and that dialogue is always a good thing, and last night's dialogue was very positive with Premier Li, and I thank him for it.
The summit is marked by the absence of the Russian President Vladimir Putin, who was seen carrying out his routine engagements in his own country. But Sergei Lavrov, his Minister of Foreign Affairs present on the spot, will be able to give him a report. The Kremlin justified the absence by calendar reasons and said that Putin would not even address the summit by video link. By comparison, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, who will attend the gathering virtually, is expected to lobby global leaders for a stronger response to Russia's assault. For his part, German Chancellor Olaf Scholz affirmed that it may be difficult for world leaders to come up with an agreement on global issues, as well as the situation in Ukraine.
We are working very hard to ensure that we not only make clear important statements on all the issues that affect the world together, such as climate change, the health crisis, hunger across the world and economic developments, but also on the issues of peace and the consequences of the Russian war of aggression on Ukraine. That's going to be a tough ride.
G20 summit is being held in an advanced status of tension between world powers and the growing crises with all their variations. However, this might be a chance to revisit the international situation and why not working on at least maintaining peace and stability in all the corners of the globe.